Sports world, Titans say they can't fully reopen Nissan Stadium this season. Erica Francis shows us what is in the works.
The two-tone blues sending out a letter to season ticket holders this morning about the upcoming season, notifying fans that they are still working to figure out how many people will be permitted to attend games at Nissan Stadium this fall. Now, the organization says based on CDC guidelines and initial feedback from other governing authorities, it is unlikely Nissan Stadium will be open at full capacity this fall. The Titans are working closely with the NFL, state and local officials on a solution, adding the number of fans permitted to attend games will be determined at a later date. The organization says it will be increasing sanitation measures and reducing seating capacity, allowing seats to be spread out within sections to increase space between fans. Season ticket holders will have the option to opt out of the 2020 season, returning for the 2021 season, in addition to a refund option. The Titans are scheduled to report to training camp July 28th.
For the holiday weekend, Metro's testing centers are now back open, and there's big demand too. Medical professionals at the Community Assessment Center say they are prepared. Brooke Reese is joining us live now outside the testing center at Nissan Stadium.
Hey, Nikki, good morning. Yeah, so Meharry Medical College health professionals say that they were anticipating these large crowds as a line had begun at about 9 o'clock this morning from the parking lot and wrapped around here for this COVID-19 testing following the holiday weekend. Now, they say that this free nasal swab is open to anyone that may have come in contact with the virus, but also for those taking precautionary measures without even experiencing symptoms. Protests and celebrations certainly didn't stop despite the move to phase 2. Which has been a revised effort to combat the case numbers that we have seen spike over the last couple weeks. So this line, obviously, of course, was not much of a surprise to anyone at the center this morning. They say that they were stocked up and ready to go in anticipation. Metro health officials are also hoping that this pause will create permanent steps forward as we try to get a better handle on the pandemic. Now, no word yet as to how long people will have to wait for results, but as far as waiting in this line, we're hearing that it's about an hour or so, maybe even more at this point. Nikki?
Thanks, Brooke. And just a reminder, testing centers run by the State Health Department are also back open now. In Williamson County, you can get a free test and mask until 12:30 this afternoon. This is over at the Ag Center on Long Lane. You do not need an appointment.
Despite the rise in cases, people continue to get downtown in Memphis this 4th of July weekend. Many shoppers say they don't have concerns when it comes to COVID-19. They have concerns, but they're not going to let it stop them from going out. Excuse me. City officials say an increase in cases can come up to 14 days after a major holiday, such as the 4th of July, Father's Day, Memorial Day. Masks are required in most public settings in all of Shelby County. Those under the age of 2 and those with medical conditions that prevent them from wearing masks are excluded from that rule.
Statewide, there are now more than 51,400 confirmed cases. Shelby County remains the #1 hotspot in Tennessee with nearly 11,800 cases. Davidson County is the second hotspot. More than 2,800 Tennesseans are in the hospital. 646 people have died. The latest state numbers come out at 2 o'clock, and we'll bring those to you as soon as we get them.
Should the state of Tennessee and businesses be liable for your behind a bill that is still in limbo at the State House? It comes after 25 residents of the Gallatin nursing home died after the outbreak. A group of residents and former employees have now sworn to sue that facility. Nearly 30 states have considered some sort of liability protection proposal since the pandemic first erupted. Only a handful have failed to pass such legislation.
And schools and universities continue to navigate reopening. Today, Tennessee Tech's campus will reopen to start the second summer semester. Some students will return to physical classrooms, others will remain online. The staff and administration and a lot of faculty will be back on campus today. Tennessee Tech is also reopening its new recreation and fitness center. It's named after Mark Burnett, the vice president of student affairs, who retired in December. He is the first African-American to be a vice president there, and he will be the first African-American to have a building named after him at Tech. And this morning, Lawrence County Schools announced a new virtual academy. The Pioneer Virtual Academy is a free online option for students 4th to 12th grade. It'll be monitored by certified teachers and staff. Registration will be held July 16th at the J.C. Barnett Center on Mare Avenue, where details are expected to come soon.
Here in Nashville, later this week, Metro Schools is set to reveal how they will start school next month before reverting back to a phase 2. The district was considering giving parents a choice between in-person and online learning for the first semester. Director of Schools Dr. Adrian Battle says planning teams met every day last week to discuss the best options now that Nashville has reverted back to phase 2 and Governor Lee has extended his state of emergency through August 24th. We'll bring you those details as soon as they come in. The investigation continues after a woman was shot in the